This podcast is powered by The Plug.
I'm your host, Chardonnay, aka Coco Madame, and I'm so excited to be here. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Hustle Bunny. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hustle Bunny. I'm your host, Chardonnay, aka Coco Madame, and we are here with two beautiful, lovely guests. One you already know and love.
Hello.
Miss Kelsi Shay. You guys love her, the Playboy model. And then we also have the new and beautiful Goddess Adiyah joining us today in the studio. Hello.
Dark side. Yeah.
Well, she is the dark side. She's once we get to know her.
A little chocolate drop over here.
I love it. I love it. 5'11" of deliciousness.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, welcome, ladies. I'm glad that you guys are here and able to join me again. We have Kelsi Shay. She's going to be kind of like our little co-host today because you guys love her so much, and she's one of my good friends. So why not have her back?
Yes, it's a party.
Yes, it is a party. It's clearly a party. We got our little wine shooters. We're having a good time. We're ending 2020 strong.
Trying to.
It's trying
What do you mean?
There's no we, but we can fake it till we make
there
it.
We go.
Right?
Perfect.
We fake orgasms. We can fake this.
Yes.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about everything sex and sexuality, and what better to talk about it with than a Playboy bunny and a virtual dominatrix.
Yes, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Well, I know we're going to take a little different of a turn this time around. And then Miss Kelsey's going to be giving us our icebreaker questions today. Look at her, ready to destroy lives.
Yes. Oh. You know what? They're good ones, though, because I actually want to know the answers to these. So.
Oh, you're just a nosy bitch.
I am. I'm nosy.
And she's ready. She has it in her phone.
She is ready.
Because I was like, I got to remember it.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Oh, let me finish my wine for this
yeah,
one.
let's all take a little sip, a little sippy sip. Cheers.
Because our souls are about to leave our bodies.
Oh yes, get ready.
All right, what do you got for us?
All right. First of all, we'll ease our way into it. So, is there a sexy song that tends to get you in the mood? Like, what's your go-to? Put it on when it's getting hot and heavy.
Ooh,
what song?
I already know.
What song?
That one song.
Thank you.
You didn't let me finish.
The door.
From Masego, I think it's like called Onana or something like that. It's from Masego.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they make really sexy.
Love that song.
I like that. Okay.
Oh, for me, like, what's my, like, go-to sexy? I have, like, a sexy playlist that's just on, like, YouTube. It's just called the sexy playlist.
Okay.
I guess it would be, like, it's, like, Sabrina Claudio.
Yes, I love her.
Summer Walker.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe some, like, early 2000s, like, Chingy. Like, I like it when they were singing about, like, they were just about their bitch, not, like, we out here getting crazy with bitches.
Yeah.
But, like, just things like that. But
All
Sabrina
those,
Claudio
yeah.
just has, like, a really sexy
I
voice.
love her. She has a song that I'm going to get married to if I ever get married.
Oh!
Okay. All right. So, next one. I really want to know this one, though.
Oh, Lord.
I think, I'm not even going to say I think I know, because I don't. If you could have sex with any celebrity, who would it be?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Lord. I have my top, like, 5 playlist. Okay. Not playlist.
In
my
rotation.
top 5 in rotation. On repeat. Yeah, exact. Shuffle play.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rihanna is my all-time crush.
Say Rihanna. That's the
Okay.
only
Out
one I
of
know.
guys, girls, anything, so
Yeah.
Rihanna would take the cake. There's just something about that woman that she would just, oh my God,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she just has like a boss-ass bitch. Like, we might have some fun. And I just love everything about her.
And you might get some free Fenty after.
Free Fenty, girl. I don't care what you do. Just take me. Just take me now.
Take
Take
me
me
person,
to
you guys
Sephora.
will have like great sex, and then you guys will just smoke a blunt and have the best
Oh,
conversation
yeah.
after.
Yeah.
That's
She looks like she'd be a dominatrix.
Oh.
She gives me dominatrix vibes. She gives me like, you gonna eat this pussy and you ain't got no choice. Does she not? Like, is that not what her face says? But she'll be sweet about it like afterwards and she'll be like, oh, that was fun.
Maybe.
If not, she can ruin my life.
Might toss you a Sephora gift card and you're on your way.
She might just like in her hair and walk out the door.
She might, but I'll be back in a couple of weeks though.
Oh my God, knock knock.
Hey, look. Yes. Either that or
what about guys?
Guys, Leonardo DiCaprio.
What? I was not expecting that.
Maybe back in the day.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
I don't know. I like it. Just like I like current Leonardo. So my top 5: okay. Rihanna, Leonardo DiCaprio, Travie McCoy from the Gym Class Heroes. If you guys know who he is, he's like 6'5". Yeah.
Yeah. Cookie jar.
He could put his hands in my cookie jar. Super tatted up. Okay, so like here's like a little secret. I like skater boys, like kind of like some, not burnt out, but like like that super tatted up look. He's like, I don't know what he's mixed with. He's like super tall, super tatted up, neck tattoos from head to his toe. And then Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, that's okay, a good one.
Because he's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And then who would be my 5th one? 5th like celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell.
Who the fuck is that?
He was like really, no one knows him anymore. He was
is that
like
Will Ferrell's son or something?
Oh
like,
God! I don't want a little fire crush.
Why does that name sound familiar?
He's Irish, dark hair, dark eyes. He was like really big in the super.
He's so fine.
He was big in the early like 90s, early 2000s. He was like a bad boy.
I gotta see this.
It's the Irish accent for me, and Tom Harding. You guys know Tom Harding, right?
Yeah.
You can get it. It's the lips.
So what's your hall pass?
I don't know. I think 90s Johnny Depp.
90s Johnny Depp was it for me in high school. He's fine.
That is just delectable.
But no one current?
Current, he's a little scary.
Oh.
Is he? I haven't seen him recently.
No, I mean like men-wise. You don't want anyone current?
I don't want anybody current. Everyone's either getting really pretty or really, really busted. Oh, Nipsey Hussle. He's gone now.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
R.I.P.
We could get a Ouija board.
Bring him back. Well, I would bring him back for Lauren London.
Yes.
Because she deserves him.
They were couple goals.
They were couple goals. Like, just to, no one current for me. Like, I don't like, the guys are getting too, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but they're getting very metrosexual, and I've never really been into, like, metrosexual, like, guys. You gotta be a little crusty around the edges for me. Not crusty, but just a little rough around the edges.
I was not gonna use crusty, but it works.
It's a little rough. I like a little calluses on the hands. I like a little, like, dirt under the nails.
Y'all already know mine.
No, tell us.
Is it the
Massimo?
Lord have mercy. That's exactly what I was going to say. I didn't want to say it.
But you know what? The movie was trash.
What movie was it?
It was 365 DNI, and it might still be on Netflix. And the movie was trash. Everyone was like, oh my God, this is so good. I'm like, y'all must be in high school because this is vanilla as fuck. But him.
It's a black suit, huh?
Listen, I like a man who can dress well.
Well, that's what I like too. I like a guy that looks a little rough but cleans up nice.
Yeah, it's not that hard to have like a fucking sports jacket and a button-up shirt. It's really not hard.
No.
And it makes them look so good. I don't know why they don't do it more. But yeah, he can get it.
I knew you were gonna say that. It was that black suit.
It was the black suit.
It was everything.
Come on over. Here. Send me an Uber.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm a sucker for a guy in like a button-up, nice pants,
yes,
and a man bun.
Oh,
sorry.
You like a man bun?
I love the man bun. I love a good healthy mane. Okay.
I don't even have words for that. You know what, girl? I like it though. I like it. It's like the same thing for me too. Like, I don't like hang time beards, but I like a nice beard.
It has to just be
a hang time beard.
Girl, like that shit.
No, we're not dating.
Like birds can look exactly like Izzy. Was it Izzy Pop or whatever? Like we're not doing the fucking beards down to here.
They got like leftover crumbs from
last. They got leftover pussy eating in that bitch. We are not doing that.
No.
See how everyone like no, like
No.
that's not good.
No.
There's like a couple of guys like that I see on Instagram that are famous, but they're not like A-list celebrity famous that I find
But,
to be
like, model
attractive.
famous
Yeah,
type of
exactly,
thing? Yeah.
exactly. There's like
Okay.
one guy. What's the name of that show? P Valley, which is about like the strippers in Mississippi.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch that, but I never.
Well, watch it. You guys will lose your fucking
There's
shit.
someone
Like
in there?
oh,
see,
the,
like, little
the whole.
clips on Instagram.
But it's like the most realistic thing to like a southern strip club, black strip club. Like the characters, like it's well developed,
Mhm.
and it's not like either they make it super glamorous or super like whatever. This one is so good. I sent you a picture of the guy, the dark skin Yum
God.
Yum.
Oh no.
He was a dark skin Yum Yum.
Oh, you did.
He was. Even you were like,
I
well,
love that.
what?
Dark
Yes.
skin, yum yum.
he was. He was.
did.
this.
I forgot about that. You did.
Are you gonna Google it?
Girl, I'm gonna send you his whole Instagram page. What are you talking
So,
about?
lesson of the day. If there's any men listening out there, who knows if the audience is mostly men, women, whatever. But if you're a man, go get you a sports jacket,
Get
some
you
slacks,
a beard trim.
a beard trim, and just a nice little button-up shirt. It's not that hard.
Take notes.
I like guys that smell good. If you smell good, I'm all.
Yes.
Like, I will be attracted. Like, if your scent is good, like,
I
if you,
have a favorite cologne that if I smell it on you, listen.
it's overpour.
What is
Listen.
it? What is the cologne?
So, okay, it's
Watch
so-
all the guys in Colorado and, like, around the world be smelling like
it's gonna
this.
sound bougie as hell, but I smelled it on someone and I was like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Cartier, and it's in like a red.
I know exactly what you're
Bottle.
talking about.
Oh
I
my
saw it at the mall.
Oh my god, it is so good.
That's so
It's
funny because
good.
I recently smelled that cologne because I bought a new cologne for my boyfriend because he's super into that. But I was like, I want to get you something, and I smelled that, and it smells really good.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah.
If I smell it on, and listen,
Have you smelled the Giorgio Armani? I can't remember
Oh,
which one.
yes. It's like
Uh-uh.
aqua.
Yes,
Is it
yes,
aqua?
yes.
Yes.
no.
It's like, it's almost unisex, but it's more masculine. I can see girls wearing it, but it's way more for men.
Yeah.
I think we need to go to the mall after this.
I bought
It
that.
smells
for
Yeah.
so
my
good.
boyfriend.
It smells really good. And then so what are you guys' favorite scents as women? Mine is always Marc Jacobs Daisy.
Oh,
Or
to wear?
Lola. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like my money scent. That's like the scent that it just
Drives
destroys lives. Yeah.
Destroys lives.
It destroys lives. Everyone kind of like remembers me for that. It's like you always smell
What
good
is
and like
it?
it's like that.
Jacob?
Marc Jacobs, so he's the designer for Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. What's the
So,
smell called?
So he had like a flower collection come out, and it
Oh,
was
I remember that.
Daisy
Mhm.
is my favorite, and then there's Lola. Lola's also super sexy.
Daisy,
I haven't
that's
smelled
so
Lola,
good.
but I have smelled Daisy. I've gotten the most compliments on the cheapest perfume that I have.
Oh, that Ross perfume,
Not
that
even.
body spray.
Yes, the body spray. Hell yes. But it's the Victoria's Secret Very Sexy. I get complimented so much when I wear
yeah.
it, but then when I'm wearing the Good Girl, like $100 perfume,
Yes.
nothing.
I always get compliments on the Victoria's Secret perfume, and then like the little cheap, like I just get body sprays to wear every day.
Yeah.
So I'll get
Yeah,
like
that's me.
Vince Camuto, like $7.99 from TJ Maxx, and
Yeah.
people, oh my god, he smells so good.
Yeah.
They love that shit.
That is so funny. I love the Versace yellow diamond. That's like what I personally like to wear.
Mhm.
It's very adult.
Very,
I
very
have
adult.
my
Very
phone
like
together,
sexy.
whatever.
You know, if you're having a
Like,
bad
it's
day,
so
yeah.
true. Like that body ecology that you get from like King Super.
Right.
The gardenia smell. That's the body
Yes.
spray I always use as a dancer. And
They were like, well,
That's-
shit.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you smell so good. It's
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
really?
really?
Because this was like $20.
This
if
was
that.
like
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like the little $1 bottle that's
Oh my
this
God.
big. You're all,
Girl, this is on clearance.
yes. You're like, let me take this
Oh
shit.
my
Yeah,
God.
King Supers, like
$2.
Walmart, some shit. You're like, $1. I'm
Right?
good.
Listen, if you like that cotton candy Walmart body spray, we can't be friends.
No,
Because
I know exactly.
Some guys like the
They
cotton candy
do.
spray.
Mm.
It reminds me of them, like, where they say, like, schoolgirl. Like, they make it seems like you're, like, in high school or
Adolescence.
something. Yeah, very
that's
adolescent.
disturbing.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode,
That's
y'all.
a
I got a whole
whole-
psychiatrist for that shit.
Reminds me
But-
when I was ditching class and drinking Parrot Bay rum.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
You know-
Beggars can't be choosers. Okay?
Beggars can't be choosers. My
Oh.
go-to liquor, well, you know, I was using, like, whatever. But it was like Evil Eye. Evil Eye beer. They were fucking beer cans that were this fucking big.
That's terrifying.
See, that's when you know you have a problem.
And I don't drink vodka. Burnett's took me out the game.
I don't even want to say what I was drinking then.
Now we gotta know.
What were you drinking?
Oh, bitch.
God.
Look, now we gotta go. You was ready to fight.
No, we gotta leave.
Or Margaritaville. Remember margaritas in a can? They were like $2.
Yes.
Them bitches hit different.
Or the Sparks,
They hit.
which was the energy drink.
They come for you.
The Sparks energy drink, that was actual energy drink and alcohol, and everyone was like having seizures on it, so they had to take it off.
the shelf?
Yeah. I love that shit though. And I wonder why
How
my
did
blood
you
pressure's high.
survive? How did everyone else died, but Kelsi made it?
Survived on the
Strongest
finish. I'm here.
Well, now that everyone is all loosened up and having a good time, Miss Goddess, may we ask you for your time?
Yes.
Look, she's so cute.
She is.
So
she
cute.
is with them 30 inches.
Girl,
Rocking
the 30 inches work.
Doing the most.
You have to, fuck it. You only live once. It's 2020. If the year ends tomorrow, fuck it. I got 30 inches.
Yes,
There
bury
you
me
go.
with my 30 inches.
And then wrap me up in a nice little cocoon in my body. Don't buy me a dress. Just wrap me up in my
I
hair.
got you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. You are a virtual dominatrix. You kind of got your start with dancing in the clubs and things like that. So do you kind of want to take us through your journey and kind of talk to us about how you kind of do what you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've been dancing probably for about 2 years before COVID took me out the game.
COVID took us all out the game. It took a lot of dancers out the
She
game.
was not playing. So yeah, I'm not dancing currently, and I kind of ventured onto online things. First was OnlyFans, and then I kind of stumbled across something on Twitter about financial domination, and I was like, I like the sound of this.
So can you explain what financial domination is?
Yeah, so how do I explain this? Essentially, there are some men out there that want to be taken advantage of via finances.
Okay.
It's usually men that have too much control in their lives already. So they
like
want
CEO
to,
or
admit it.
something.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
want to admit it to like a pretty girl, someone that they feel like they're not deserving of in the first place.
Right.
So
So that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So you said you did OnlyFans now, and you said you do financial domination. So with your OnlyFans page, were you creating like dominatrix type
No.
content, or were you just kind of doing
yeah, I was kind of doing what I guess most girls were doing on OnlyFans, except I was just like doing topless or whatever.
right?
And that was going okay for about like 3-4 months. You know, I wasn't pulling in crazy money, but it was something.
Yeah.
And one day I was just on there, like a guy was messaging me, kind of like demanding something. I was like, excuse
Who the
me,
fuck you
like,
think you're talking to?
Not me.
Yes, like I'm still a human being. Like you can ask me nicely.
Mm-hmm.
No, I won't do that, but I definitely won't do it now with that type of attitude, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just kind of, I think I kind of just lost inspiration for it. It was a lot of work, a lot more work than I thought
Right.
that went into it initially. And I was just on Twitter one day and I saw these girls just like telling guys, give me your money, like, fuck you, loser. And they're just getting like,
that was like
the-
that was like the biggest thing that I noticed too was like Twitter is actually like a platform, like it's like one of the only platforms that I feel like that hasn't shut down sex work.
yeah.
Compared to, like, they have definitely even opened it up, right? You go on Twitter and you can see like 10-second clips of people fucking, like, you know what I mean? You can see just about anything on Twitter. And, you know, with OnlyFans, like, you know, because I have OnlyFans page and, you know, Kelsi opted out of not doing OnlyFans, which, like, you know, props to you, because, like, you can easily...
It's so much work.
It's a lot of work, and people don't realize that. I think the biggest thing with OnlyFans is people don't realize that if you don't have 300,000 followers, you know, the girls who, you know, they say, I'm going to make an OnlyFans page, and they'll say, you know, 100,000 followers go to their, even 1,000 followers go to their page, and let's say they say it's $10, you know, to sign up. Yeah, of course you're going to make $10,000 in a day, right?
Yeah,
but you never, your first week, you're going to make $10,000, right? Just off of subscriptions. and then people fall off. But no one ever makes up a follow-up video about after that. You know, they're like, okay, here, I made 10 racks on my OnlyFans page, blah, 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 blah. Like, message me, see how I did it. And it's like, well, we saw how you did it. You already had a huge base.
Yeah. Right.
There's not a lot of women out there who can advertise their OnlyFans page because they do have real jobs, because they don't, you know, they don't want their platform to be seen as that. Yeah, exactly, right?
Hello.
And you don't want to, you know, and you can do whatever you want on OnlyFans page, but we all know that OnlyFans is headed more towards the sexual route, right? We all know, like, that's what it is.
Sex workers totally dominated the platform.
They definitely did.
Yeah.
Do you have to give a percentage of
It's
what you make?
80-20.
Yes, they take 20%.
Oh, damn.
80-20, yeah.
A lot of these platforms, they take between 20 to 30% of all your earnings, including your tips.
Including your fucking tips. Which, like, it definitely does suck. You know, like, it does suck, because it's like the same thing if you were to work in a club, right? Because if you work in the club, you got to pay to work, and then if you do a lap dance, you got to pay the club a percentage of the lap dance, right? So you're just constantly getting money taken away from you.
The only difference with that, though, is OnlyFans isn't geared, or they're not supporting sex workers, so it kind of feels different when they're taking your earnings, when they're not.
So can they ban you for doing that? Oh, okay.
No, because when you sign up, they said, is it this? They give you the option of, is this an 18+ platform?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I did OnlyFans, when I started my OnlyFans page, it was still taboo to have one. So I was making really good money because it was taboo.
Oh, that's right. You started yours like.
I started mine like a year ago, right? And then I kind of fell off because, like, I kind of lost interest in it. But then I got back on. Quarantine hit. Now everybody and their mom got an OnlyFans page, right? And so it's kind of rough. So you said you kind of maneuvered through that. So how did you kind of work through OnlyFans? Like, what was kind of like? You say you only did topless.
Yeah. So for my OnlyFans, I was kind of trying to gear my platform to where I was mostly focused on, like, making customs for guys.
Right.
So, you know, a guy would subscribe to my page and I'll have content on there, but all the good stuff was behind the paywall.
Yeah.
And most of my guys on there, they were wanting customs. So I was doing mostly customs.
So customs is just like a custom picture, or like a
custom
custom video?
Yeah,
or custom...
both. Yeah, so custom
okay.
photo sets, custom videos. And
so do you have like a menu and you're like, this is how much custom
I have a menu.
video costs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I think for me it was a little bit difficult because I wasn't doing full nude just because I was like, you know, it wasn't personally for me. And I was doing partial nudity, and so guys would come onto my page, even though I had in my bio that I wasn't doing full nude. They would get so upset when they, like, made that realization.
Yeah.
So it was a little hard for me to keep consistent customers because of that. But I just kind of lost interest with the whole OnlyFans thing after a while.
Yeah.
And that was kind of around the time where I started researching about, like, you know, financial domination and just female domination.
Right, because I feel like all sex work is just kind of like female domination in general. So with that financial domination and being on Twitter and things like that, like, kind of walk us through what that is. Like, when girls say financial domination, are you dominating?
Like, give me your wallet.
Yeah, give me your wallet, or just like, is someone giving you thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, like.
How's a conversation like that go?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like when a lot of girls get into this initially, they think they're just gonna make shit tons of money super quick. Like, guys are just gonna give you thousands of dollars if you just curse them out and humiliate them. But really, these type of guys that are attracted to this kink, they're responding to your body of work. So for me, I have like a clip store, and I make these clips where I, like, you know, one clip I did, I was like, you know, playing as someone's wife and admitting to them that I'm only with them for their money, which was fun. And guys see that stuff. They see my clips and they're like, wow, you know, that was great. And it kind of snowballs into this effect where they're more willing to explore that with me. It's not just like they see me and they're giving me all their money.
Right. So do you think, like, the longer you do it, like, the higher end clientele that you get, like, you start to get up to, like,
it's definitely, you have to stay consistent, and I feel like it's one of those things where you have to be in the industry for like 2 or 3 years. The girls that I see that are, you know, doing really good job with it. They've been in it for like 5+ years, so it's not a quick money scheme at all.
Yeah, because then and then you also have like those like you said, you got girls who've been in this shit for 5+ years, so they know how to like do it, maneuver through it.
Yeah, from the outside, you see their tweets, you see like all their transfers to like their PayPal, like tens and thousands of dollars, and you're like, wow, you know, like let me get into that shit. And you try it, and you're like. You know,
right. And it's just but you like
$50 or Cash App, right? Goddess. I'm like, I don't fucking.
But you know what? Fucking $5 richer than you were when you started today. When they like that shit too, like they like that shit. So when you say that do you just do financial dominatrix? Because there's so many different aspects of dominatrix work, and I'm even starting to realize that too. You got people who want to get stepped on. Yeah. You got people who want SPH, which is small penis humiliation. Ooh. You got there's just that shit gets foot fetish, and you got like guys that want you to like beat them, gag them, public humiliation, chastity belts. Do you do all those different aspects of dominatrix, or just kind of focus solely on
I feel like for me personally, I mostly entertain guys. With those other kinks, like, SPH, small penis humiliation, abuse fantasy, some... Like,
abuse fantasy, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So there's different, like you said, there's different parts of female domination. And there's a lot of guys out there who are kinksters. They just want, they want in that moment you to do something for them, whether it's like making fun of their shrimp dick or like making them do humiliating things and filming it, and they'll pay you for that service as their female superior.
Have any of them ever explained? Because I don't know how the conversations have gone between the two of you, but have any of them ever explained how they got that kink or why they have that kink?
No,
like. If they had a bad childhood,
well, you see, like that's what I kind of wanted to get behind too, right? Yeah. So I was like reading, this book called Sex Positive, and it goes into all that because great, really good book, right? And like they were talking, she's a psychiatrist, and she's kind of like breaking it down and like talking about it, and like most of it comes from, and I was even talking to like one of my partner's like best friends. His name is Richard, and I don't want to call him out. I probably shouldn't say that, but like I hope he doesn't listen to this. But like. So he is like, we had like this really in-depth conversation because he's a psychiatrist, whatever, about like sexuality. And I was like, yeah, man, because like you want to believe some of the shit like I have to see on the internet and stuff like that. He was like breaking it down as far as like the psychology of like men and like how they think.
Yeah. Do they think though?
Well, that's like the thing. They don't, and it's kind of crazy. It's like it's not like they have like traumatic experiences. So one of the I'll give you guys an example. Yeah. So one of two things. So I started camming due to fucking COVID, whatever, we all got to make money somehow. Right. And this guy, these guys kept asking me for race play. So race plays, and that's like a solid no for me.
Yeah, explain to people what that is.
So race plays, a lot of people probably don't know what this is. So race play is basically what it sounds like, terrible, right? So like, it's a kink. Guys want to get off on the fact that they can call you like the N-word.
Yeah, it's about that.
Or it could be the other way around.
Or it could be the other way around, where they want to call you like honky, fucking white trash. Like they want to get off on this thing. And I had this guy that would come into my chat room for every day since I've been doing it, and I would tell him constantly, no, like I don't do that. Yeah. He was like, there's women out there that enjoy it. I was like, well, I'm not one of them. Bye. So like things like that. And I like told Richard about that, and he was like, well, deep down inside, like that person seriously has an issue. Like that's just not like that's kinky. You know what I mean? like what kind of traumatic experience happened for you to be like, well, fuck. He's like, those people got to do like soul searching, because people don't think that it's not, there's like kinks that are cool, foot fetish, like, whatever, getting stepped on, women being in control. I can see why guys get off on women being in control.
Right. Yeah.
100%. But when you get down to like a nitty gritty, like specific, it's just like, why?
I want to know it. I want to know why. I want to get in the psychology. I want to get in your head.
We got to find a freak.
We got to find a freak and interrogate them. The kink world is that type of bubble where some of these men just feel comfortable to kind of just lay it all out
and just kind of say,
and that's honestly stuff with race play. that's something they don't feel like they can explore in their normal relationships because it's a taboo, obviously. No one's going to...
you'll get killed.
Yeah, right.
You'll get jumped.
Right.
Exactly.
That's like another thing too, but it's like taboo when it comes down to like sexuality. We can't really say like taboo or like what's real, like what's not. Like, everything kind of comes back to like, it's just a weird, sexuality is like such a weird, but it's very positive. It can be very positive thing. And then, it's crazy. So when I do camming, when I do sex work, I offer people girlfriend experience. So GFE, like I'm like the girlfriend you've never had, right? You want to get to know me, whatever. So I attract a certain clientele, right? That's all we do is like attract a certain clientele. Yeah. And another one of my clients is he likes to go on virtual dates, and he's also a psychiatrist. And he goes, I feel so bad for you. I was like, why? He goes, because as soon as a girl is in sexy clothing or their top comes off, guys' empathy goes out the door. It's just like a thing. Like they have no empathy. Like if they find you to be sexy in any sort of way, say you're wearing tight jeans or a tight dress, they have no empathy for you. Yeah. It's just straight sex.
Well, that's what happens when you have two heads and one brain in between them. Like
it's just
one brain between two heads.
Yeah, like it's just a mess, right? So like in that, I just find that to be so crazy that like. Yeah. Think about that. Like, if you're just just a woman in general, like if you're wearing leggings and some guy finds you to be attractive, they don't give a fuck if you die or not. They just, you know what I mean? Like, they are just so, like, they're so one-track minded for just, like, sex. Yeah. I was like, damn.
It's very disturbing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I experienced that, too, even as, a financial dominatrix. Like, I work in a field where guys are supposed to be just completely committed to making me happy. They're supposed to be selfless, but they're not. They're there to get off, in that moment. They're there to,
So what happens, because I'm trying to figure out what happens, okay, so say, like, you have this conversation with this guy, and you're like, yeah, fuck you, pay me, like, send me X amount of money. What happens? Do they want a picture of you with their money that they sent you, or?
It really just depends, and that's what, I guess some people don't realize when they get into it. You have to really communicate with your sub. There has to be open communication on exactly what you guys want. I have this sub that I did like a drain, which is I drained him of some money in that session a couple of days ago, and he's obsessed with my ass. Right? So
it's a nice booty. For those who haven't, a lot of y'all haven't seen it, but I have, and it's nice.
So he subscribed to one of my content platforms, and I post pictures of like my ass and my thongs and stuff, and he's obsessed, and he wants to kind of walk through this fantasy with me where I'm smushing him with my ass and he's being suffocated. So the messaging is just me going back and forth with him like, oh yeah, you like this, don't you, when I sit on your face and you can't breathe for I don't know for how long. Just loving it. And then
COVID ain't gonna take you out. These thighs are.
Right.
Got you.
Yeah, and
that's how you want to die.
Yeah, and there's this term called subspace, where a guy is in that heightened space where he's turned on. And they're kind of vulnerable, so you have to be careful with what you're doing. But that's when you're able to kind of extract the money from him. I'm like, send 100 now.
Yeah.
He just sends it. And then, texting back and forth, I'm like, double it. So he sends 200. That type of thing.
You're like, put me in your will.
Yes.
And send me a copy, fax me a copy of it.
There are subs out there. Those are called like well subs, where they kind of become fixated.
Stop. I was kidding. Oh my God, really?
Yeah. No, there's guys out there. I see that on Twitter where guys are like, I wrote such and such in my will. If I die, the money's all hers. She deserves it. She spends it way better than me anyways.
Damn.
Yeah.
30 inches, bitch. 30 inches is all I gotta say, and a trip to Dubai, all expenses paid. So kind of give us like a realistic, so for women and men who are looking to get into this, like, realistically, like, what is like the, I guess how do I say, like, what's like the financial realism of this? Like, because like you said, you see girls who make tens of thousands of dollars, but they've been doing it for 5+ years compared to girls who are just now, getting into it. What's like their realistic financial, like goal to look forward to?
Yeah, I don't know if there really is one. You have to kind of sit down with yourself and say, what are you willing to do for a certain amount of money?
Right.
Because you do see a lot of guys who are like, oh, I only have $50. And for me personally, $50 is the fee you pay to even talk to me.
Right.
If you send me a message on Twitter without paying that, I block you. So it really just depends on like what you're settling for.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know your boundaries and set them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So once you kind of start building up your clientele, you have to, like I said, talk to the guy. What is their budget? You know, do they have hundreds to spend on their kink? Or are they, you know, a basement dweller that doesn't really have any money?
Right.
And that's a whole different conversation you have to have. Like maybe they have the money, but maybe they shouldn't be giving it to you.
Right. Right.
I'm sure you have to weed through a lot of like fakers out there.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
a lot of guys, they will say they're into, you know, female domination, they're into financial domination, but really they're just a kinkster that just wants to get off on something they haven't tried before, or it's like a dirty, you know, a dirty fetish they have. They just want to, you know, explore in that very moment, but they're not actually interested in the lifestyle.
Right. They just kind of want it for that the reason to get off, right?
Yeah.
So how did you, like, girls who are thinking about getting into dominatrix work, because there's levels to it. Like, a lot of people think that dominatrix is just one-sided. You got a whip, you got leather on, right? They think that's what it is. Yeah, you're licking the bottom of my boot type shit. So, like, if girls are looking to get into it, like, how did you realize that, like, you were good at being a dominatrix? Like, how did you realize, like, that was, like, something that, like, what drew you towards it?
I just don't like guys thinking they can tell me what to do. I don't like men, to be honest. I mean, yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
I don't like men. I don't at all. And I think that's what's been the fun thing for me with being a financial dominatrix is just kind of realizing that more and more. Like,
yeah, at least you're honest with yourself.
And it's not even, I mean, this sounds terrible, but it's just the way society caters to men and the type of behaviors that come out of that they kind of exude and they think it's normal. So I don't like men, and it gives me kind of like I get pleasure from abusing them and telling them like it is.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's true. Yeah.
I feel like for girls getting into it, they have to. I think you have to really look into what kinks appeal to you, because if it's just financial domination, it's going to be hard, because it's very hard finding a guy who just wants to just emit money without anything in return.
Right.
So just kind of like finding what kinks you enjoy.
How do you stay safe?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, like how do you? That was going to be my next question: is how do you stay safe?
Yeah, that's hard. I kind of have a barrier because the name I go by is an alias. And anyone who I can think of that I know, I block them. But there are those guys who get vengeful because they didn't get what they want, and they will try and expose you. So that's always a risk. So just being careful with who you talk to, who you give information to, obviously, and because it's a huge industry where you're probably exchanging money outside of a platform like OnlyFans. You have to be careful. So I wouldn't suggest things like PayPal or anything like that, where they can link your identity back to who you
because that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, how do you even get sent money if they agree to that without them knowing who you really are?
And that's what's great, like OnlyFans or AVN. Like my AVN, I post content on there, but really I use it for them to pay me money, for them to give me money, because that's a way where I can stay safe. And then there's Cash App too, which is relatively safe because it's not underneath my own name.
Right, you can use like an alias.
Girls have to be really careful, and if you're trying to get into this for money, for quick money, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I feel like everyone tries to do sex work for quick money. With either sex work or modeling, everyone like tries to do it for quick money, but you don't realize like you can't make money in one day. Like you might get lucky, like you might hit a lick. Like let's say you get on at the right time and like the odds are in your favor, you might find a guy that just wants to give you $300 in a day. But the odds of that happening without them knowing you and not getting something in return is very like slim to none. So yeah, being safe is always number one. That's with anything you do. Because, you know, we were talking about this earlier before we started broadcasting, was like, I got fans and people that want to send me stuff, especially around the holiday season, like an Amazon wish list. I like send it to like a location to where like I know I can go pick it up, but it's nowhere near where I live. I'd much rather go drive 30 minutes away and go pick up some shit than someone getting something sent to my house,
Yeah,
right?
Amazon has those lockers, those like public.
Yeah, those like public lockers. Yeah.
Boxes,
Yeah, but how do you know Joe Schmo ain't gonna be there waiting for you? Just like, hey.
Well, you know what? I set my look. No one knows where like I fucking. People think for what. I'm not gonna put all my business out there because people could think whatever they think. But people, no one can pinpoint my location. And I keep it like that, except for you guys right now, right? I just set my life up like that. I'm off the fucking grid. Y'all can't find me.
That's how it should be though, because with how public social media is and social media platforms, and how honestly, if you know just a little bit of tweaking here and there, you can find out a lot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Find IP addresses. I'm not going to go through the whole list. So I'm not going to give people any ideas.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You know, you can like, okay, well, if she's going to, and you know, people are crazy. Like, you know, it's quarantine, right? So people have nothing but time.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're like, well, I have nothing but time. I can like, okay, if she's going to be here, and if I go to this side of town, then maybe I can narrow it down to like this side of town and like get so zoomed in and zoned in to where like, you know, they can zoom in on a picture and say like, that's a restaurant. Okay, like, let me figure out what restaurant that is. That's where that's at. Like, getting a little closer to you.
Exactly.
So people are crazy out there. So always protect yourself as number one. Your identity, who you are, so on and so forth. Yeah. But with that being said, I'm not going to do nothing crazy. This is your crazy.
That's what happens. That's what is said every time before we do something crazy. Every time. It's like, we're not going to. I was just thinking about it.
Well, since we're all very sexually positive people, the second half of this show is going to take a turn for sex positivity.
I'm ready. Okay, let's get it.
We're all ready. We're ready. We got our wine. What's up? We still got a whole box. We still got 4 more bottles.
Yes.
But so I try to be
in a box. You had to say it was in a box.
Who are we kidding? It's not like we're drinking Sean Dawn, bitch. They can see us. They can see the pictures. Damn. Okay, we got.
We got.
But so I think that we're all very sex positive people, with being a Playboy model, being a dominatrix, me just kind of being a mold of everything with sex work, cam model, modeling, like, you know, I'm very in tune with my sexuality, and I always have been. So we're going to kind of end the show and just kind of take the second half of the show with just like some sex positivity. And we're going to talk about sexuality and the things that we like. And the things that we don't like. Okay. Here's why, because I feel like everyone like looks at, you know, they like might look at the Goddess Adiyah and they might say she's just only into dominatrix work, or they might look at Kelsi Shay and be like, oh, well, she's unreachable. We don't know nothing about her. You know what I mean? And people might look at me and be like, we don't know, but she looked like she might be down for anything. I don't know what people see when they see me, right? But so I'll start the topic with, do you guys think that your persona that you have, whether it's a Playboy model or a dominatrix, do you think that rolls over into your real life sexuality or your real life sex life? Do you think anything that you guys do is like a representation?
To an extent. I will say with my modeling with Playboy and my real life sexuality, obviously, I'm not prancing around fucking naked everywhere, okay? Like
right. Like, guys think that we do. Yeah, I know, right?
Or am I?
She might be. Peeping Tom.
You know, but at the same time, when I shot for Playboy, I was very confident, and I still am. I'm confident. I'm comfortable in my own skin. It's just, that's what I chose to do with my body, is take beautiful photos. Nude, and I think it rolls into it, but I also think that there are people who look at that and see that you have these photos out there, these nude photos out there, and they're like, oh, she must be easy, or she must be a whore, you know, and it's just, if you really know me, like you two do,
right,
I'm probably the prudest one in here, okay? Like,
yeah.
I'm probably the prudest one in here, but you know, yeah, I say 50-50. The attitude of it, yes, it rolls into it. But sexually, to that extent, no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that's so hard for people to differentiate that from people. Like, you can do something and not be that.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a job.
Yeah,
it's
like,
a job.
I'm not a financial dom in everything I do. That's one aspect of my life that I do for work.
Right.
You know, that's not essentially who I am. So for me, no, like, you know, with my boyfriend, like, compared to him, I'm like a sub. You know, I'm like
right. Yeah, I completely understand that. Yeah.
In like our regular lives, I guess I'm the more dominant one. Like, I make most of the decisions in our life. So in that way, sort of, you know, like, I'm confident in who I am. I'm not afraid to explore things sexually in the bedroom whatsoever.
You have to be comfortable though. Like, I'll be Cirque du Soleil in this bitch if I'm comfortable with you.
Well, yeah, I think that's like the same for me too. The longer that I've been with you, the more like I'm like, all right, babe, we're gonna do this shit tonight. You're gonna take a shower, I'm gonna take a shower, and we're gonna do this shit tonight, right? Like, that's how I feel. Yeah, just like, but I think that's with everyone, because I think that as well for me too. There's like so many guys who constantly, just fans and people just in general, that constantly think that you were just running around naked.
Right.
They think that you're just constantly playing with your
energy,
pussy.
I
just constantly think that you're doing this. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
90% of the time, y'all, I do not look like a Playboy model.
Okay.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, I am like the farthest thing I feel like from sexy when I'm on my everyday life. I still feel sexy and confident within myself because that's just me as a person.
Yeah.
But like, as far as me running around, like, you know, dolled up, feeling good, you know,
no. Too. They think that you're just like constantly like done up 24/7. Like, listen, most of the time I got a weird messy bun on my head. I'm
in a giant t-shirt
or a hat.
Oh,
maybe
girl.
Underwear.
Maybe on a good day. On a good day. My partner's always like, you got a bra on today. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I do. I got one on.
Too bad I don't.
Yeah, well, you don't need one. You don't need one. But yeah, so yeah, I'm glad we're all kind of all on that page.
Yeah.
That we're just not always just like, you know, I'm always down to have sex with my person.
Right.
But like, I'm not, I mean, but exactly. So,
yeah.
But we're not just out here just
wilding
out in the streets.
No, you're not going to find me out in the streets just out here ready to fuck.
No.
Right.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, that'd just be rough. That'd be a hard
time.
time.
I do want to know.
What do you want to know?
I do. I'm nosy. I'm so nosy. Sexual fantasy.
Oh.
Like, okay, not sexual fantasy of like a realistic one. I'd say like if you're searching on Pornhub or something. Like
what do I get off to? Like, what do we get? Like, just a fantasy. Like, if we're like we get off to, but we like if we had the opportunity, we would do it.
Weird. Okay, so
what's yours?
You already know it.
Vampires. She likes vampires. My shit's all over the place. Before I even say mine, y'all, you got to go first. You have to go first.
What do I like?
Werewolves?
Honestly, when I've been searching on like porn sites and stuff recently, it's female domination. Actually, like, girls just using guys however the fuck they want, like tying them up to like a bed, like just using their face however the fuck they want. That's been my thing lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
She did research. Now we're gonna go back to Miss Vampire over here. What is it about the vampires that you like?
I think it's just because like my neck is so sensitive that like
so it's like your erogenous zone.
Yeah, because my neck is probably like the most sensitive.
Yeah.
And so if someone were to do that, so then if I see that, I'm like, ooh.
Are they like biting and nibbling on the neck?
So it's just like biting, nibbling. Do not leave a fucking hickey because I will kill you.
Yeah, it's not 2010 anymore. We're not in high school.
No, hell no. But yeah, just like the neck biting, and then I don't know. I think it's more along the lines of like also the not domination because they aren't dominating the woman, but it's just more like
the
I'm putting you how I want you to be.
Yeah, they're more like leading you. They're more of like doing like they're taking control.
Yes.
Not dominating, but taking control of like the situation.
I can see that. I feel like that's something.
But I think my neck's just so sensitive. This turtleneck I have on right now. What do you mean? Like,
are you getting a little turned on down there? No wonder why you've been a little quiet this first half. Her turtleneck. So we know what kind of perfume you guys like to wear. We know what turns you on. God, I'm trying to think about what I would like.
Like, when you search, if you're on the website,
If you're on the
on the
internet.
hub.
Well, I guess it depends. It depends. Like, sometimes you know how, like, you can't always get off. Sometimes you, like, go to, like, the dark
You're
side
like
of the internet.
27, you're like,
Yeah. Well, my go-to's always lesbian porn.
Yeah, that's
But,
great.
like, my fantasy is a threesome with 2 guys.
Yes.
What?
Look.
Oh my god.
A threesome
Hell
with 2 guys. Like, there's just, I don't know why. It just
I would
looks,
feel like a Thanksgiving turkey, just completely stuffed.
and that's what I want to feel.
That's my fantasy.
I want to
too.
stuff me up.
Stuffed.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
There's
You
something-
are my friend! I don't know these people know. Send help.
But you know what? Here's like
Oh
the
my
thing.
God.
I only look at porn where the girls look like they're having a good time.
They have to.
So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so like with the double stuffing over there, with you two, I don't feel like that would be enjoyable for me to
Oh, I found the
watch.
bitch who likes it.
Oh, yeah, the ones I watch.
But,
the
like,
girls
watching
love
it. Like over that, I would watch the lesbian porn because that's, I don't know, it's prettier.
It is.
But you know
Yeah.
what? It's like, it also goes to, like, I also read this too, that like women watch lesbian porn because it makes them feel safer than watching
Ooh.
porn with like men.
That
It
makes
makes
sense.
sense because most porn is so geared towards the male.
Like
orgasm.
aggressive, yeah, it's like
You know?
super
Yeah.
aggressive.
Or they're like always the damsel in distress, you know, like you see the, man picks up lost hitchhiker or like the dumb shit.
no,
It's like,
no, I don't want to
girl
see that
gets stuck under
shit.
a table. Like,
It's very rapey. I'm not
Yeah, no.
It's a little cuddle with the struggle.
It is, and I don't like that, and I don't like how they're
Yeah.
just like always like pounds, little tight
Right.
pink. Well, like, why do we gotta say pound for? I don't want to get
Right.
pounded. Like that doesn't sound
Or when
fun.
they do the shot like with the
Look at you! Look at just go ahead. You already started.
the shot with like underneath the
The
under
guy.
shot.
Oh,
It's not cute.
It's
not.
not.
I don't want to see it.
And
There's nothing
that's
cute
why
about guys having
I love
sex.
Women
No.
directed porn because they pay attention to
Female friendly.
Yes.
That's a category.
female friendly
Yeah,
or
the
point of
angles.
view,
the
Yep.
angles.
Mhm.
the sensuality. You're like, oh, like that
There
looks
was thought
nice.
Put into it.
There was
Not
thought.
an effort.
Yeah.
But
Which
like-
is lacking.
yeah.
In a threesome with 2 guys. But no, there's some women. Okay, here's my threesome with 2 guys. If there are threesome with 2 guys in there, the woman really has to enjoy herself. And you
Right.
can tell when a girl is like actually enjoying
You
themselves.
can see.
Yeah.
You can see and you can hear it. I can't
Yeah.
look at no dry kitty cat 'cause I'm like, sis, I'm hurting for you.
Yes. Secondhand
Not
pain.
sandpaper.
We feel that. I feel that. I'm like, oh, no, honey. No, honey. No.
Nope.
But like, so one that I looked up at, her name is Lisa Sparks.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, my
Lisa
girl,
Sparks.
she's not much. She's just like, she's a legend.
She's a double stuffer.
She's a double stuffer, but
Okay.
she always enjoys herself. And she makes it look really enjoyable. What I like about her videos that she does,
You can tell she likes what she does.
she likes what she
What's her-
does.
What's her ethnicity?
She's white.
Oh, well, that's surprising.
Right.
Okay,
So she I like it because like they never put the guys in the video except for like in the first half, which I just skip through anyways.
You're like,
I don't need to see. I don't need to see. I don't want to see your faces
Right.
and your weird ponytails and your nasty shit. I don't want to see. You look like my 8th grade math teacher, and I don't want that.
No.
Right. So like they just normally do like a zoom in. I didn't even make it that far.
Algebra. Algebra 1.
Remedial algebra. Okay, put the remedial in front of it, and that's where I was at. But no, like they cut it out, and like it's just like her, and she's like really enjoying herself. You can tell, like she has a good time,
Yeah.
and she's not all like pent up or uptight. You know, she's mature.
Mm-hmm.
She's cute. She got like a realistic face, realistic body. You know,
have
like
to
she's
look her
cute. So, you know, she's thick,
With 2 C's.
thick with two C's.
Thick.
Thickety thick. She's thick. And then like another one too. Like I feel like when I was younger, I watched Pinky. Do you guys know who Pinky is?
Like Pinky in the Brain?
Like Pinky in the Brain. She had pink hair. She was black. She was like light skinned. Any black dude that you guys have probably ever hooked up with, watched Pinky. She kind of blew open the porn industry because she's like before her time, like during her time, like they really weren't. And anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but like before like a certain period, they really weren't testing people for STDs.
That's a
And
problem.
right, so now, but now, you know, I was like
Yeah.
watching another a porn star interview, and like she was like saying now that you got to get tested on the spot, like you can't, you know, they test you all the time, constantly. But before then, like 90s, early 2000s, when she came out, she caught an STD from doing porn, and she kind of was like an advocate for it. If it's real or not,
Like a
I don't know.
STD?
Permanent.
Oh.
Permanent. And I don't know if it's I don't know if that's like real or I can't remember for, whatever, but she did come out. She's gained some weight, but she's like, the girl can swallow like a 12-inch dick.
Oh.
Like if
I
you
can barely brush my tongue.
see,
gagging.
like this girl, like she could do like the shit that she could do was like, oh my God.
You know what? Here's what I will say though. I do like giving head. I like it.
Me too.
I enjoy.
It's a turn on. Is
but
it not?
If you fucking press my head, if you do
I'm gonna make me throw up on that dick. I ain't got no gag reflexes, baby.
I got no food in my
I've been
stomach.
practicing with my tooth.
Right.
We ready?
She said, I practiced my toothbrush. She ain't got no food on her stomach.
No, I hate. It's like don't fucking press down on the back of my
You're
head.
like, I got this.
I
know
got
what the
it.
fuck I'm
Thank you. If
doing.
you would like to be
Oh,
a gentleman and
shit.
hold my hair in a
Please and thank
ponytail,
you.
thank you. But
Yeah.
don't fucking press down on
Yeah,
the
that's
back
kind
of
of
the
rude.
neck.
That's a little too
I hate
aggressive.
that.
I know what you're talking about.
I hate
I'm
that
thinking like,
shit.
you can like touch my head,
Right, you
but
can,
don't like
You
start.
can, like hold it, but you can't like just
Oh,
right
like,
down
just-
in the
just pressing
yes.
it down. Ooh.
No,
Yes.
I don't do that aggressive shit.
I hate that
Then
shit.
you might not have a dick after I come back up.
Exactly. I'll bite it off.
Real quick. I
Got it for dinner.
slice it up and serve it with my
Shit,
girls.
The sausage.
The sausage, les sausages. Okay, so you guys like head. You like. I'm glad we all like head.
I like it.
You know what? So we was a dancer, right?
Yeah.
So I worked with Goddess Adiyah. We worked together, right, in the club scene. And remember that guy that said he'd never had a blowjob?
Oh,
What?
and he was married.
He
right?
was married.
For a long ass
Hold the
time.
He was married for like 30 years.
So what that essentially means
Said he
is that
never-
he doesn't get head, and she doesn't get head, or she doesn't get head either, which is like double.
But you know what? I've come to realize this. Some of the girls who don't do it, they like demand it in return. You don't think none of that? You don't think any of that?
I don't think none of them are getting head.
Do you think it's a generational thing? Do you think it's like a certain generation of like men and women, like they just don't do it? Like
It could be a generational thing, but I think it could also be like a cultural thing too.
he was just a white guy.
But I feel like
Yeah, there
if
you go.
he's not getting
He's
head,
got football to go watch later, so he's hurried it up. Like,
You're
Exactly,
right.
because how many guys have we been with who acted weird about giving us head, right? So if he's not getting head, I guarantee you
She's not getting head.
it.
But then, like, what do you guys do for foreplay though? They know dick getting
Right.
sucked.
She got a ring and I can't even get a text back. The
Girl, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
As a
saying.
pocket pussy.
Oh,
You thought he had a pocket? He looked like he had a
He
pocket
has
pussy.
a couple.
at that point, you know,
He was
A
at the
tube
strip
sock
club
with
for a
lotion?
reason. A
A
tube
tube
sock with lotion. That's what I always said. That's what the fuck I said. A tube sock with lotion. A grapefruit with the hole. My girl taught us how to get.
Oh my God.
You, but
No,
I just feel like that's
How
weird.
there's no
you?
way. Why would you? I mean, I'm not gonna say why would you stay in that because I don't know their situation, but I just feel like if you both are miserable, just move on.
I feel that's a lot of people that they stay in marriages. They
Yeah.
aren't
That.
sexually fulfilled because either they have kids or yada yada. They don't want to be divorced. But I'm sorry.
And that's why your kids grow up and learn not to give head either, and here we are.
Here the fuck we are.
We're
Here
the
the fuck we
dumbass
are.
son who doesn't want to give us head.
we
Okay.
don't need people like that. Okay.
No,
Really
y'all
that
don't
negativity.
exist. No.
None of that.
2020's already been
None of
negative.
that.
The least you can do is eat my kitty cat.
Right.
Well, you know what? Here,
Well, but even if they do go down there, sometimes it's like,
they're not good.
where are you going? Like, where did?
They're too hard. I'm like,
Oh my god! Like a fucking DJ is just scratching the record. It's like, oh my
Oh,
god!
God.
First of all, cut your fingernails.
Delicate flower down
Cut your
here.
fingernails.
Cut your fingernails, number one, because
Yeah.
that hurts.
That does hurt.
We don't know Freddy Krueger up in this bitch.
Just cut it right off. I have no clit left. It's gone. They're away.
One and gone.
There.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. I don't think I could be with someone who wasn't willing to at least try. Like, go down there. Like, A for effort.
A for
Yeah,
effort.
'cause it shows how much they're into you, right? Like,
Right.
even if it's not really their thing, which I can't even imagine. How do you
Right.
not want to? Hello.
Exactly.
But
It's weird. But you know what? Before, like, okay, I didn't like getting my pussy ate until recently.
Is it because of the intimacy?
It's not. I think it's like a bit of like the intimacy, and then also like a lot of guys aren't good at it.
Oh.
And then it's awkward because you're laying there and they're not good at it, and you're like, okay,
You're
like,
like,
I don't know how to get out of bed.
Yeah, and you're all, oh yeah, like slide that dick in.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're like, like I just didn't like it. I just did not like it. Like I did not like it for a long time, and I just recently, and then I kind of realized, like I did the thing of like, okay, well, what do I like when I get my pussy ate? You have to give guys direction, because if not, then it's just like a free for all. But like my partner now, he's like, so we're both givers, so he like aims to please. So it's like, and I aim to please too, but he's very like, we're playing rock. Yeah, exactly. We're playing rock, paper, scissors, whatever, like 69, whatever, the case may be. But like, I have started to like come to enjoy it a lot more because he's like really good at it. And I think he like thrived to be good at it.
Like
yeah.
It's like a challenge for him.
Yeah. It's not even a challenge. He just is good at it. Like he just knows. I think like when you're with somebody, like we had like what we said earlier, as far as like when you're with somebody like longer, like the more you get to know each other, like, you know, and like the more vocal like I've become as far as like saying like, I'm more comfortable. Yeah. There's like different things like I like. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, your partner isn't a mind reader, so like you have to like communicate what you like and just hope that they are willing to like, you know,
learn and like say that, right? Because okay, so here's something about him. So like I'm putting you out there, babe. So like he's watching, listening, waiting. He's gonna pop up in the window.
He's ready. He's like scooting up in his seat.
So when it comes to head, right? So we all think like all guys like sticky, icky, sloppy head. He doesn't like sloppy head. He doesn't want the mess. He just wants you to swallow it and gobble it, and that's it. He don't want all this. He's like, okay, babe. Like I know you're doing like the performative head, and like at first my feeling. He goes there first. Let me tell you, no, guys. I was mad for a hot minute because I was like, you know, sucking dick is my specialty. Yeah, he's like, this performative head. He was like, you know, it's like the porn, like there's like the porn star head, right? He's like, and I don't like that. And I like respect. I was hot for a minute though. I was mad. I was like, like I'm never sucking your dick again. So fuck you.
As opposed to, because like when I think of porn star head, I'm thinking of like spit on it. You got like the salt pepper grinder. You're just, you know.
Yeah,
like,
so he didn't want all that. Like, you know how like most guys like think that they want that. He just wants the basic,
just, you know, up and down.
Up and down, grab the balls, lick the balls.
You can't neglect the balls.
You can't, or just massage them and like do the thing, but he doesn't, like, he's more sensual. He's not like your like regular guy who just like is like, yeah, bitch.
He wants you to like gaze into his eyes.
Yeah, like he wants like that soft sensual head. And I had to like tone it down by like 1,000%. I'm over here fucking
vertebrae.
Right, I'm over here doing the right, because you know, like most guys, like that's what they like. They want it to be muddy after you get unstuck in the dick, right? Yeah. They want it to be sticky, icky.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no. You know, like, so when you meet somebody who's like toned it down, you're like, well, shit.
Oh, like, excuse me, tone what down?
Yeah. But I feel like it's like the same thing for me getting like ate out. Like, I don't be trying to do all this shit. Like, because sometimes it looks better in video. Like, sometimes it really does look better in video. And, like, when you're masturbating by yourself, it looks so much more enjoyable because, like, you don't actually have it going on compared to when you do have it going on.
I can see that, though, because in comparison, like, a guy getting it spit on and all that, you know, if a dude spits on my shit, we're fighting.
Right.
Don't you dare hawk that loogie on here.
No. I can see what you have for lunch, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
I would.
No.
I would be ready back.
Yes.
Take it back. You know what I mean? So I could get it. I could get how he might be like, yeah, that's like the porn star version.
Yeah, I don't want to be all sticky. I don't want to be drooled on. I don't want like all that other shit. So like, it took me a while to like understand that because like, you know, for women, we are all about the performance and pleasing. And then like, I think now within, you know, our generation of women, I can say is really like the platform for like pleasing ourselves as well too, not just coming from the generation of like women getting men off. Like women are like, nah, bro, you gonna please me too, because if I don't get off, ain't nobody getting off, you know, type of a thing.
It may not happen every time, but that's the thing. Like I get like it may not happen every time, but damn, you can't just like not get me off.
Try,
at least do something, and that's like another thing too. I've come to realize too, like. Oh, guys, I always get this this topic of discussion that I think every guy wants to have with the girl, right?
Oh, God.
Dick size. Does it matter?
Yes.
What?
She came straight to the answer.
No hesitation.
Hello. I am so shocked from what I do now as a financial dominatrix and yada yada. How many small dicks there are out there? And I feel like if you're anything underneath 5'6", it's probably not doing much for her.
But what's the average? Because I feel like
5 inches is the average cock size
in the U.S.
In the U.S.
Okay.
So it goes. I actually know this. So as far as like dick sizes, so it goes like if we're gonna go based off of ethnicity wise, it goes Native American. Native Americans have the biggest dicks. African Americans. Then I think it goes white guys.
No, that's a lie.
And then Hispanic guys. But then everything varies. They said anything over 5, so the average cock size is 4 to 6 inches.
And this is hard. Or are we talking about...
This is hard.
Okay, yeah.
This is
no
hard.
way you walk around with 5 inches off. No, stop it.
No. So it's like, but then again, some people are growers and some people are showers.
Mm-hmm.
I like the growers.
And then
you like the growers?
It's like a little chia
keep
pet.
in mind with girth, right? Like a guy could be a little shorter, but if he has girth, that's something you can work
thickness.
with.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sit on a tree stump. No.
Look.
No.
Who can?
Right.
But here's like another thing too. Here's like another real thing. What was I gonna say? It's the wine that's getting to me. It was a lot.
Do you guys not feel like size matters?
Okay, here's my thing with size.
If it's like 2 inches.
2 inches.
What?
If you're working with guys,
no, obviously not 2 inches.
There you go. So
I
size
think,
matters.
but like anywhere in between. So like obviously there's like a too small, and then there's a too big.
Yeah.
But anywhere in between those two, size doesn't really matter. Like it's whatever.
But too small. Here's what I will say about too small. Like if you know, like your dick game ain't strong. And I will say this for me. If your dick game
better be on point.
Something better be good, baby. Like you better be good with that foreplay. Like you better be making up for it in another way. And you got to be comfortable with that. Because I'm like the same way too. Because sometimes girth is way better. Like if you got like a 3-inch dick but it's thick, like that's still fun.
Is it?
You know what? I don't know because I've never had that before. But like you know what?
You no.
Oh
no. 3 inches big.
3 inches and thick.
Nothing.
I've seen I know. I've seen the small penis. This guy. You know what, y'all? Let me tell you.
I've been there, done that. 3 inches is nothing. It's like air. Okay,
y'all. Oh. You know what? I've read this thing.
She said air. I'm done.
It's an air fryer, bitch, and I'm out. And I'm out for the count. But here, man.
I had to grab more wine for this.
God, so this guy was asking me to do small penis humiliation the other day, which the other day meant yesterday. That's how I started my week off, was doing small penis humiliation. He was like, do it sensually.
How?
There is no sensuality.
That's what I said to him. I was like, okay, well, like, tell me what you want. And he was like, just do it sensually. So I'm like, you want me to talk nice about your tiny dick? He was like, yeah, but like, call it like a baby dick, but call it nice.
Oh, you want you to be cute.
Oh, like you like a little tiny baby dick. It's like
cute
the perfect
and baby
size.
dick doesn't go in the same sentence.
For him, it did. Yeah. In his eyes, he said yes, and this is the girl who's going to do it.
Sir.
You call it a little worm.
You're a little worm. But he specifically wanted baby dick.
Ew. That's just ew. That's giving me indigestion.
Upset stomach, indigestion, anger.
I cannot get this.
Heartburn. Just fucking anger. Just everything. You know what? But I've come to realize, and all the guys like I've slept with, the tiniest dick I'd ever slept with, his dick didn't fit the condom.
What ethnicity was it though? I want to know.
I don't want to throw nobody out there like that. I don't want to know somebody.
I'll throw mine out if you throw it out.
I'll throw mine out.
My smallest I've been with.
Your smallest that you ever been with? Okay, he was Hispanic.
Mine too. Stop. Mine too.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not even kidding. Like the version of micro penis. I'm not even.
Girl, it was terrible.
Like where it was like basically a giant clit, or was it like okay?
No, this guy's.
So,
I didn't look at it because he was so quick with it.
Hard. It was like a good 2 inches.
This is when they do this.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-finger technique.
Yep.
No, his was like it was like the same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like I didn't see it. Like I said, he was too quick he was really not trying to show me what he was working with. And it was bad. He was like, he just, you know when someone like rushes to put the condom on, you're like, no, baby, cut them lights on. Cut them lights on. Let me see what kind of skin you got. Let me see what's going on. Let me check this thing out before it goes anywhere. No, he just like shoved the condom on, and I didn't say anything.
Floppy. It's not even.
Yes, it didn't even feel it. Oh god! And that's all I felt was the condom.
Yeah. Latex.
Smallest dick I've ever had.
Yep. Yeah. Hispanic. Yep. And I was so surprised. I don't know. I just thought.
Well, that's like the thing though. But then again, I've also been with like
out there have
like small dicks.
Yeah.
And they're really like insecure about it.
Well, because you can't change it. I mean, listen, if we have small boobs, we can get a boob job.
Boob job, yeah.
You know? But you can't really do anything.
Because, like, you're not putting your boobs inside of something.
Well,
you can put you can put them also. But yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, no, for guys, and I feel like that's why they're. And I will say this wholeheartedly: men are way more sensitive than women.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, they're babies. Like
childish. No, girl, you're not getting away with this. What was the tiniest dick you had?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, I think it's 3 inches. I was like, no.
You thought wrong.
Yeah, that's like...
But what was his ethnicity?
He was white. White. And...
Yeah. But you know what? I've been with all, like, different types of guys.
It was okay, though, because I was like, you know what, baby, that's okay. Just put it away.
She said, just put it away.
Oh, my God. Like, you know, it's fine. Let's go watch a documentary.
That's what I told him. I was like, we go grab lunch or something.
Oh, my God. You can satisfy me in the other 3 inches, your credit card.
So did you guys ever, like, show your reaction when you saw, like, a tiny penis?
Hell, motherfucking
yes. That's my
yes.
favorite thing to do.
Well, I mean, like, when you, like, let's say, like, you're talking to this dude, you were feeling him, you're like, this vibe is right, like, and, like, your personal, like, sex life. Kelsi said yes, so we know she didn't give no fucks.
I'm rude. Don't waste my time. She
pulled those panties up real quick. They didn't even come off.
Well, I feel like with that you have to be pretty clear from the beginning. Okay, you can't be showing up to, girls like you and being like, look.
Here I am.
No.
Here I am.
You have to be clear from the start.
And you can't even
like,
get the head.
What else can we can't get a call back?
What else can I do for you? Because this is not, I'm not.
This is why we can't get a call back.
I don't want that call back. I don't want it.
No.
You're already blocked.
No, but okay, let's say, okay, hypothetically, let's just say, like, everything was going right. He was Mr. Everything. He was, like, your dream man. Y'all, you didn't know, pulled the pants down. Damn. What happened? Would you write it out?
Ooh. Oh.
Okay, so you're willing to work with it. I'm willing to work with it, I guess.
What else does he got working for him? That's the question.
I mean, he's like your all-time fantasy man. Let's say he's physically together.
The wallet is thick.
The wallet is thick. You know, whatever your guy like, whatever your standards are.
Are you a vampire? And
he's a fucking...
That's like...
So your two things came together, right? You want a thick wallet.
While she was a vampire. What about you?
Done.
What else gotta be?
What gotta be there? What would make like the perfect man? I don't know. Cause I'm kind of messy. I'm kind of messy when it comes to men. I don't really have a type. I ain't got no type.
Okay, well,
bad bitches
what is
the only thing. Like I like.
What is a feature?
Okay, so you like vampires. I've come to realize.
I feel so like this has nothing to do with Twilight. Let me just say that right now, because I feel like anytime
more
someone
like
hears
Interview with the Vampire type of vibe.
No, it's
shit
more
was a
like
little...
Queen of the Damned vampire shit. You know, like give me that vibe.
So I like guys that have. I like the vampire vibes. I like that shit. That is just sexy. Kind of like Blade. Did you ever watch the Blade movies? Kind of more of like aggressive, not aggressive, but more of like a dominant, not like super like
it's
asexual.
It's very like you're going to do what I tell you and how the positions I put you in, and that's that. You know, but don't be a dick, because then we can fight.
Yeah, and they do it in style, right? Like they're dressed nice.
And like I said, that's sensitive neck as it is, so it works out.
She's like, give it to me.
If you a vampire, hit me up.
They're not gonna hit you up, bitch. They come up at night.
Get her to
You're gonna fly through your bedroom window at night.
Just turd me.
You already are a vampire. You just don't know it.
I am. I really am.
I guess I like guys that kind of have like wolf-esque features.
So
like,
werewolf. I said that earlier.
Not werewolf, but more like I like dark hair.
Werewolf.
Dark hair, like thick hair. Like I like guys that have like thick Not werewolf. Not werewolf. Not werewolf. But like
tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah, tall, dark, and handsome.
Ooh, that's a good question. Hold on. If a guy's shorter than you,
I'm already there. I am already there. Okay.
Look, I was,
I'm talking like real short though.
Yeah, I
Like
dated a guy.
substantially shorter.
I dated a guy who was 5'5", and that was
Because you're 5'11", right?
I am.
Yeah.
You know what? For me, it's about how the guy reacts to it. If I can obviously tell that you're uncomfortable with my height,
Yeah.
especially
make me
if we're
uncomfortable.
going out at
And
night,
I'm wearing
I'm wearing my
heels.
heels. Okay, I don't care how fucking tall I am. I'm gonna wear my fucking heels. And
Right.
if you feel some type of way,
That's on you.
that's on you.
Yeah.
The hell?
Okay.
I'm not wearing my
Yeah.
heels for you.
Just be confident.
Yeah.
Be confident.
But
in
luckily,
your
I don't have
height.
to worry about that anymore.
Oh, well, she's lucky. No, I am there. Let's see, my partner now, he's like an inch shorter than me.
Is he?
He's an inch shorter than
I've
me.
never noticed that.
Yeah, I know, because he
It's,
stands
you
up
guys
straight.
look the
He
same
stands
height.
up straight.
Well, no, and then, yeah, either that or, like, I'm wearing heels. But, like, he's always like, oh my God. I'm like, no, dude, like, I'm taller than you. I'm like, I know this. I know this,
Until
right?
you all have to get face to face, you're like, see. Told you.
Right? No, but like, same thing for you, because, like, I've always been tall. I mean, I've dated my fair share of, like, tall dudes, 6'5", 6'8".
Have
You
you
know.
noticed, though, that maybe it's just me, but my exes who were taller, substantially taller, had smaller dicks.
Oh, God.
I'm
noticed
trying
that.
to think.
Yeah.
They usually got a
Yeah.
little schlong.
A little swinglety swing.
No.
You know what? No,
I did not encounter that. The ones that were taller,
But that was not my
the ones that were
experience.
taller were like, I wouldn't say like super difference, but they were like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
What's
I'm trying to
going
think
on?
about, like, what would I, like, the taller
They were
guys.
stretched in all the wrong areas.
Right, they got stretched in them ankles, but not that dick.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you know what?
Wrong leg.
Yeah,
Wrong
wrong
leg.
leg. Your third leg should have been stretched. No, let's see. The tallest guy that I was with was a
Ooh.
basketball
How tall
player.
is he?
Fucking, I ain't gonna throw no names out there.
But
He
how tall
was
was he?
he was 6'10".
Oh my god. Jesus.
Yeah,
My dad is not tall.
6'10". Yeah, so it's like, because you're 5'11".
Way
So
to bring your
like,
dad into the conversation, you
Oh,
weirdo.
sorry.
God.
how she got tall. No, but like he was 6'10", and he was a basketball player, and he was cute to an extent. He was, he really wasn't cute. He looked like a
Well, you know
little
what?
gremlin.
I'm sorry,
But, like,
any athlete's not. You're already
most
you're already
athletes
got
ain't
one
cute.
red flag on my list.
Yeah, like that was like my thing too. Let me just have my disclaimer. I don't go for like that type, and I don't really, like I said, I don't have a type. And if like you just don't vibe with me mentally, then I just don't fuck with you at all. I don't care how much money, how much, like what you do, who you are. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I don't like you, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And that's like what happened with me and him. He didn't have any personality. Like, he would text me, and then he liked me because I was like the one that was always making him laugh. And then I was like, dude, like, you have no personality. I don't like you. So like, I'm good.
Cute guys with no personality. What do you do with that? I guess it's the same for girls too.
Especially no sense of humor. Like
No sense of humor.
Listen, my version of flirtation is grilling you. Like, I will roast you. Like, I know I called you.
Tell me about it.
Like,
That is me. And you know what it comes from? It comes from, like, I used to hang out with all the skater kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I was just always a bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was always, like, bro and dude. So, I even tell, like, my partner now that I'm like, okay, what's up, bro? Like, well, okay, good, dude. Okay, you know what I mean? But then I roast them all day long.
No, see, and if you can't handle being roasted, like, you can throw it back at me, because I can handle it.
But my attitude might come get thrown back into that mix.
You might have a little
extra.
A little extra. It's super spicy.
I would
Super
say my
spicy.
type in guys, like, they just have to be, like, intelligent. Obviously, they have to have a good
Right.
sense of humor. And they have to be about me, because I'm going to be so about you. It's
Right,
insane.
just be about me. Just, like, and
Make me feel wanted. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I appreciate about my partner right now. Like, he is so into me. Like, it is just so, like, I've, like, never met someone who is just so into me.
Yeah.
100%.
As they
Physically.
And it's not, and being
Mentally.
into you isn't like being a kiss ass. You don't want someone who's just like telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. No, like,
No.
still have your own personality, but
But,
just,
like,
like,
be
be
about
into me.
you.
Someone
Yeah.
who supports you, someone who's, like, your best friend, your emotional support. Like, they just got your back.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like that's how I feel. I'm like, damn, like this is new for me. But we all know, like I don't really date at all. Like I've just never really been one to date because I just can't waste my time like that. You know what I mean? I can't be wasting my time. So like when you get someone who's like really into you and you're just like, oh damn, like you like that into me. Like am I doing?
And
that
someone who's into you who's not just into you until they get what they want.
Right, and then like you can't also have the people who worship you.
No,
because when people like look at her, she's like, I want to be worshipped. She wants to put it, but like for me, like I don't want to be like the only thing that you got going for you.
Right.
Like don't just be about me 24/7. Like be you. Go hang out with your friends. Like go do something for yourself. But like you know, I'm still your person.
Yeah.
You know, but like just
Priorities,
don't. Yeah, prioritize. Like because if all you're doing is sitting here.
Yeah, you gotta have your own things going on. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
But also prioritize this pussy because if you
right,
if you act like you don't care, guess what? I don't
care either. Look,
I can do that way better.
You won't hear from me, won't see me, won't talk to me, won't do nothing.
I'll make you question your own existence.
We'll switch up real quick.
Exactly.
Oh, so quick. Never see me again.
Exactly.
Never see back. What do we say? One thirst trap shot on the social media.
Oh,
That's all it takes.
That's it. Not even a thirst trap. Just a selfie. Just a
yeah.
hey. Yeah.
Just
exactly.
a hey.
Play with it.
She said hey.
Just opening the DM. Okay.
Oh my God.
DMs are open for submissions. Mine have been closed. They are closed. My DMs are closed for those of you who are wondering. But y'all still stay in the DM, so do it.
Talking to themselves.
Talking to themselves. And they get mad when you don't respond.
A whole conversation.
And then when they say "fuck you, bitch," and you're like, well, "What the fuck? Yeah. That's your problem."
Like, well, you were ugly anyway.
I just save them a trouble and block them.
No.
She said, "I didn't save them the issue." So we have time for one more question.
Uh-oh.
Who's gonna hit us with the question?
Like who's asking the question?
I want to ask questions, but I feel like my questions be putting everybody on the spot.
We can talk about some haters.
We can always talk about
some haters. You know,
haters on our personal life.
Okay, so like okay, so we talked about sexuality, we talked about dominatrix, and we talk about haters, right? Because whatever, that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And with anything that we do, there's always haters that come with this territory, whether it's modeling, whether it is doing financial dominatrix work. Just being a woman just comes with pounds and pounds of haters. And, you know, haters are what keep you paid.
Yeah.
Keep them listening, those subscribers up.
They're the ones on your page the most.
They are.
So how do you guys, okay. So I have been so personally attacked this year. Your girl can't get a win.
Are you for real?
For anything. Yeah. So, of course, like we know, my Instagram page was shut down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Instagram.
Instagram shut my shit down, number one. We'll just start with that. Number two, I can't post any pictures without it immediately getting taken down. Right? So as soon as
someone's reporting them.
I know someone's reporting them, but I can't find out who unless I make my account private, but I'm a business account, so I can't, we all know who, but we just, you know. I'm a nice person. I'm trying to be. God is testing me.
Y'all don't have to spill me the tea after this.
She is testing me.
Piping hot.
So, you know, and just women in general. I've had like a lot of female haters this year, and I hate it.
So sad.
I hate women hating on women, or just in general. So, you know, how do I do this without being a mean girl?
Fuck it.
Right, fucking if y'all made it this deep in the fucking podcast, then y'all really gonna
here.
You're in here.
They're warmed up.
So okay,
leave now.
I will ask you guys this question. So when people jack shit from you, let's say that you posted something, let's say that you did a photo shoot, or you had a concept or an idea, and things like that. How do you guys deal with it if you see someone else do it? Like verbatim. Like if someone said, let's say like you did a photo shoot and let's say like you had on, like a pink shirt and pink pants in a specific location in a specific pose. Yeah. Very just tailored to like something. And then you see someone do exactly what you did. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like in your social circle, but not.
It's so annoying. I've had that happen a couple times on Twitter. Like even the smallest things, like making a post, you know, to gear towards a guy with a certain kink, and literally a second later I'll see the same post I just written, copied word from word, posted on the feed. I'm just like,
right, and then you're like, okay, well, bitch, if you do better than I did off my post, I'm coming for you.
So that's what I was gonna say is, for me personally, if I see someone copying a photo shoot or whatever, an idea that I had, yes, it is annoying. It is super annoying. But at the same time, I don't think, like, the proof is in the pudding. And if your copying doesn't do better than my original, then who's at fault here?
I just block them. That's my answer to everything.
You just block people. I've been blocking people.
I love the block button.
While
they're still typing, you see the 3 dots. I'm like, I said, shut up.
And I put into it. So, like, I don't know. I've just been dealing with that this year.
Yeah, you have.
And without making it noticeable.
Fuck it.
I would say to anyone who's experiencing, at least on the internet, haters and people who are like copying, just block them.
That's what I said.
It saves you the headache. It saves them.
You gotta work harder for the ideas.
You gotta work harder. Try something. But let me tell you something. For my special person out there, anything you can do, I can do better.
Always.
Period.
Always.
Period. Point blank.
Period. Point blank. And that's on that.
Exactly.
You can't have none of this.
The proof is in the pudding. We're not gonna be over here worried or anything. We're annoyed. I think it's annoying.
Well, you know what? Like, one of my photographer friends told me, he was like, it's flattering. When people copy you, like, it's flattering. I'm like, no, it is flattering. It's flattering.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up flattering. Like, let's say, like, if I was a little bit more well-established, right? Let's say, like, this wasn't brand new. Like, you want to, like, settle in and, like, okay, cool, dude. Like, 2-3 years down the road, if I'm doing this thing. And then, like, someone's like, oh, God, yeah, that'd be so fucking dope. Not a month.
Right.
Now that's some shady
Especially
shit.
if they've never spoken about having an interest in that in the first place, and then all of a sudden,
there they go,
brand new idea, and then it's like,
yeah, well, of course, because and I'm such like a person who works in silence. Like I'm a quiet hustler. Like I don't blast my shit.
Your success speak for you.
Exactly, and I might put out little tidbits there because I'm a firm believer in karma and things, and just like things like this, but. For those that are listening, and for you that's listening,
you know who you are.
If the shoe fits, then fucking wear it, bitch. And that's all I gotta say.
Shoe ain't gonna fit.
It ain't.
Maybe.
Well, during this conversation, the shoe gonna fit, and you go no. People was like, oh, like, were you talking about me? And it's like, no, I wasn't. But if the shoe fits, fucking wear it.
Then there's an issue.
But then you know what this is.
Exactly.
You can't do it.
You won't worry about it.
We just gonna drink our wine and be just
and
fine.
Shine and have a good motherfucking time.
Just fine.
Well, fuck the haters.
Fuck them.
Fuck the haters.
Fuck 'em.
Get fucked, but fuck the haters. Like, stay getting fucked. Have sex. Be happy. Be positive. Enjoy your life.
Yes. Communication is key, and comprehension is also key.
That is exactly. I will say my 2 biggest things for any relationship, I guess, for you guys too, because maybe one day I can just have this with you guys, just sex and communication. Sex. Okay, could I not just live my fantasy? She got heated.
We weren't ready. What was this really about?
I wasn't ready.
Is
this an invitation?
It is an invitation. We'll see where this wine leads us for the after party.
Friendsgiving just got a whole new meaning.
Friendsgiving is going to be me showing up naked with the turkey.
Oh, Christmas came early.
Christmas coming early. I'm gonna be laid up underneath the Christmas tree. Ready for y'all. If y'all think, like, we might have said that model, we just don't run around being naked, but for these bitches, I will be naked. Y'all will just show up, and somehow my cootie cat gotta just pop out. Oh, bitch, I didn't know you were coming over. Oh, my God. What happened?
I thought someone was going to be looking back at me, but here we are.
Let me get that pie out the oven.
I was gonna say something, but
you know what? You refrain from me. I know what kind of pie. That's the kind of pie I was talking about.
Oh,
she knows. All right, you guys. Any last words for our listeners?
I need more wine.
She needs more wine.
Luckily, we have some. No, this was great. This was so much fun.
Yeah. So we learned how to dominate, some financial dominatrix.
How to be safe.
Yeah. And then just if y'all ever want to take these. We know how Kelsi likes to get down. If you're a vampire, take her out. She likes
turn me. Just turn me.
Yes.
Turn me. Turn me already.
We know what kind of cologne to wear. And if you look like fucking, what's his name?
Massimo.
Massimo, if you're out there, take your girl out.
Listen.
Adiyah's not available.
I already got a guy who
Unless you got the money. You do.
I already do. So I'll...
And if you want to take out Adiyah, she likes Giorgio Armani Aqua.
I do.
Smell like that.
And
a thick wallet and a thick dick.
Thick.
She wasn't playing. She ain't taking nothing under 5 inches. Thickety thick. And I'm just, you just gotta catch me on a good day if I feel like talking to you.
Oh.
For guys, I just don't have the mental capacity. And plus, I'm off the market.
She is. So back off.
I'm waiting for one of these two to become available. If it don't work out with my partner now, I'm going to I'm gonna be financially stable enough. I'm gonna grow some fangs.
Oh no!
And y'all bitches ain't got no choice but to take me.
Be like, I'm ready.
Okay. Yes.
Right here.
All right, you guys. And that's going to wrap up another episode of Hustle Bunny. I'm your host, Chardonnay, a.k.a. Coco Madame. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, all under the same name, Hustle Bunny Podcast.
You want to give your hat or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
where to find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Goddess Adiyah or my other platforms if you really want to have fun. Same thing, Goddess Adiyah.
Listen, her Twitter is already nasty. Nasty.
Let me tell you guys, you guys want to get dominated by this girl. And then and Kelsi, we all know where we can find you.
Miss Kelsi Shay.
That's Kelsi Shay.
That's it.
All right, you guys. Cheers. We'll see you next time on another episode of Hustle Bunny. You guys have a good one.
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you or your company are looking to jump into the podcast world, now is the time. The Plug Agency is here to connect you to the full power of podcasting. You just record and leave the rest to us. The people are listening and want to hear from you. theplug-agency.com. That's theplug-agency.com. Click the link in the episode description for an exclusive offer.